talk about what?
Domestic violence.
Jeff
I
has
would
already
do
done
that.
that.
That's the first line.
In the morning.
It's on there.
Domestic violence.
Yeah, I mean, if we start taking things like domestic violence off the table, I mean, then I'm really going to have to start shying away from a lot of my material.
We already had the opportunity to say what bothers us, and no one came up with anything. So
Yeah,
it's too late.
nobody said domestic violence.
No
So that is
X cards here.
still on the table. I like it.
All right, welcome to the OddBox,
Oh, you're so
where I know I'm too excited. Here, let me lean back. Welcome to the OddBox.
Now you're too quiet.
5 nerds who are going to fumble and bumble their way through Pathfinder games. Maybe all sorts of games, but this time we're starting off with Paizo's Seasons of Ghosts Adventure Path. The first book we're playing through is The Summer That Never Was by Sen HHS. And my name's Tony. I'll be your GM and host, and generally the funniest person around the table. To my
Not
right,
funny, haha.
Yeah.
yeah, funny more like that poor, yeah, bless your heart sort of thing. To my right,
Oh, am I to your right? I don't know my right and my left.
Stage right.
that's embarrassing.
He's looking
harder
at
because
you.
his-
Yeah, never mind the direct eye
If
contact.
you're the bow of the ship, can we make it port and starboard, and I can be to the port?
And after him, we have
I'm Kyle, by the way.
I'm Life. I'm Life.
that's
Hi, everybody.
yeah. We usually just shorten it to one life, but it is life.
I got confused. I wasn't sure.
Nobody knew which side of the boat you were talking
Yeah.
about. You can't say right. It's got to have port or starboard.
Does it keep going in that direction?
Yeah, are we starting over now?
I think we're just ending actually.
That's it.
Well, that was a good run, guys.
They'll never know our name.
We did it. We did. Yeah, you guys.
Do you guys
are
want to
mystery.
finish introductions?
Oh,
or-
right.
Yeah, sorry.
My name is Jeff, I guess.
He thinks.
Yeah.
And I'm Courtney. And I just noticed that you segregated the gingers to one side of the table.
And this is going to be a really painful session 0 as we talk about character creation, who these silly sons of bitches are going to be playing for the at least first opening part of the adventure. I'm sure most of them won't live very long. There will be character death. You guys will cry. And many of us will leave here no longer friends. I want to keep things moving. Keep it direct and to the point, and we're just going to keep going around the table until we feel like we know who these characters are. So, in no particular order, you guys should have your... So we've been talking about these characters for a couple of weeks now. You guys, I believe, have a lot of this stuff already figured out, so I want to start with attributes. Mainly, like, what are you really good at? What are you bad at? And then, like, what did you kind of take because it was fun or good for your character? I don't need all your attributes. I don't need to know everything, but just, like, why you picked what you did.
Acrobatics +1. Arcana 0.
Slower.
Just go down the list.
Slower, please.
Okay.
We actually, it's funny that you said that because we'll get there. We'll get to that. It'll be exciting for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how you don't want introductions of characters yet. You just want to know what we can do.
Well, no. So, again, I don't want to know what you can do. I want attributes. Those are just your... You know what attributes
Yeah,
are on
let's
your
get
character sheet?
real.
Okay.
Granular.
They're listed
So-
right here.
Well,
Is this
again...
the part
my-
where it says attributes.
No, Kyle, that's stupid. This guy.
My character is pretty stupid.
Courtney's never made a Pathfinder character before, so she's confused on the steps.
I
But
thought
it
we
does
were
start
playing
with
5e.
attributes.
Oh, no.
It's true, it does.
Courtney, attributes.
Okay, so my strength is a -1. My dexterity is 2.
She's literally going to go through all of them after I specifically asked you guys
I
not
mean,
to.
there's only 6.
There's only 6.
Yeah, I like it. It's good
Okay,
flavor.
Constitution is 1, not very strong, or
I'm too sober for this.
Intelligence 2, Wisdom 1, Charisma is 4. She's very likable.
Charisma boat.
Yeah, I'm 3 on strength, constitution, and wisdom, and then I just have 1 odd point in dexterity. My weakness is definitely charisma. I am a typical dwarf. So, there you have it.
My best attribute is strength, and then dex and constitution after that. And I've got a little bit of wisdom.
Teeny little bit.
Teeny little bit. If I had a weakness, it's strong, muscular women. That's probably my character's weakness.
I mean, all of us. Everyone around this
Yeah,
table.
who
for
doesn't,
sure.
though?
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Might as well be a Tuesday.
Sexist.
Is it my turn?
You'll never know.
So if you're a big fan of game math and you wonder why I ended up with the scores I did,
Yeah, I'm glad you actually brought this up because I was meaning to make a point of it. So typically in Pathfinder, it's like pretty much like a simple point placement or maybe even a point buy, depending on how you look at it. But you chose a different method to get your attributes.
yeah, I love it when the dice tell the story. So I rolled my attributes, and it actually worked out pretty good for me as long as I don't ever have to know anything for the team. Pretty strong for strength. I got a 4, dex, wisdom, charisma, I'm a 2. Con, I could only get to a 1, and intelligence, I'm a -2, which means that I probably have a difficult time putting together
Wait, what is your
words.
-2?
Intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But I play a ranger, so.
So sticking with you, what background did you choose?
I chose a background from this adventure, the Outskirt Dweller background.
Go on.
It provides a couple neat features. One is I get +1 to initiative for every season. So in the season of the ghost story that we're doing, it takes a whole year, and so every season it goes up by 1. And I can share that initiative buff if I can call it out. I don't know what. There's no actual mechanics for what that means. So,
Oh, that's cool.
maybe it just means if I win initiative, I can bump my team or something.
Life, what background did you choose?
I chose monk.
Background.
Background. Sorry.
Spoilers.
Uh-oh.
We've
Spoilers.
ruined it. 2 of us have already said what we're
I
doing.
know.
We're not good at this.
Unfortunately, I knew that going in.
Nothing ever goes according to plan. So.
Oh, I was raised by belief. Was my background.
What's that about?
Born as a Shangpachi
Sangpachi?
Shangpachi monk.
Sangpachi?
Sangpachi monk. In the sort of reformed monastery at the Silver Lodge, Silver Oaks,
Silver Mist Lodge.
Silver Mist. Thank you. Yeah, born and raised at the monastery, the new monastery, and yeah, big believer in Pharasma.
Cool. Jeff?
So my background is cooking, and I hope I'm going to be eating a lot, and I hope that you're ready to describe in detail, like the flavor profile of everything in this game.
I hope you are ready to be disappointed with your cooking.
Oh no.
Courtney?
I have close ties is my background, and the person that I have close ties with is Mountain Summit Grass. They are a Leshy at the Leshy Saloon.
That name sounds made up.
Yes, somebody did make up that name at some point.
Yeah, I've heard all
But
names.
we're really close friends, and I call them Summit. We have tea together all the time.
And sticking with Courtney, why don't you tell us, as some of you already have, what class you chose?
I am a bard. My muse is polymath, and the actual muse is Singpachi.
Singpachi Bard. Jeff?
Yeah, I'm a war priest cleric, and because of that, I'm pretty sure that I'm probably going to be the first one to die.
Cleric, it's pretty important you have close ties with a god, right?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't say close ties, but like we recognize each other. No, I tend I actually outside of the restaurant, me and my family created a small Torag shrine because there wasn't a Torag shrine in Willowshore before we were here. So we created and I tend to the Torag shrine.
And Life, you already said you were a monk.
Yes.
What's special about your monk or early decision feats that you chose?
Oh, early decision feats. He's got a strong tail. He's good at climbing with his tail. He can also trip people with his tail, which is pretty dope. Doesn't need to have free hands to do that. But other than that, I don't think there's anything too special about him, except for he can push a broom like nobody's business.
Never seen
read
a man
that.
push a broom like that.
Yeah.
All right, and Kyle.
I am playing a Flurry Ranger. Don't have a lot of, stuff going on as part of the class yet. I did forget, though, talking about backgrounds, for a little extra flavor, it offers some relationship ties in the player's guide. And so Life and I will be playing brothers. So,
Adopted brothers.
Adopted brothers.
And Kyle, what languages do you speak?
I speak 2 languages, Common and Aruxi.
Courtney.
I speak.
I think all I can hear is the dog snoring.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we
it's
should,
coming.
We should put them away.
I think it's time.
Yeah, but I'll list my languages: Common, Fey, Gnomish, Nagaji, and Tengu.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I got Fey. After okay,
That's a lot of
I don't need
languages.
Common anymore. I'm
It's-
assuming you all speak
It's
Common.
Tian.
Tian. Yeah. God damn it!
Tian Sha.
I can't wait until this gets fun.
Fey, I'm having fun. Gnomish, Nagaji, Tengu,
Gibbs over it.
and that is all.
Life. What languages do you speak?
The only other language that I have is Venaran.
Perfect. And Jeff.
I speak Common. Did you get that one?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Tien.
Is that Talden or Tien? Oh
Yes.
no, Talden or Tien? You need to tell me.
Uh-huh.
Tian.
and Dwarven.
Okay. Thank you. And you guys were all told to come up with a secret. So I want you guys to be thinking about that you will share with me at some point. I also want you guys thinking... Actually, I want you guys just to tell me, how long have you been in Willowshore? Or why are you in Willowshore? Kyle?
I was born in Willowshore. Well,
Okay.
I mean, I
Yes.
was hatched in Willowshore.
Sure.
Yeah.
Where were you laid?
That's a deeply personal question.
All over the place. Let me tell you.
Spectacularly.
Do you know that?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't think he knows.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I know that I was laid within the amount of distance that a person could walk before they died. So,
But
walking
that's
distance.
arbitrary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that-
I mean, it
that
depends on how
could
good a
be-
shape they're in and
Right.
how much food they got and all kinds of stuff.
Jeff?
What was the question?
Why? How
When-
long Willowshore?
When
Oh.
were you laid?
When was
Everybody's dying to know.
Yeah,
the
I've
secret.
been in Willowshore my whole life, so I think about 46 years. How I got here is my father came in with the loggers, but didn't want to cut down the ancient trees, and so he kind of didn't go with them to do that. So he was saved from the entire undead thing, but he helped fight off the undead threat. And I like to picture of it as he was he had me papoosed across his chest as he was dual wielding war axes fighting off undead. So that was how I came to Willowshore.
I don't remember.
Born
is
in battle.
your dad still alive? Is he in
Yeah.
Willowshore still?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, cool.
He runs the restaurant.
Yeah,
he,
yeah.
he handles the business side of things.
Life?
My parents came to study the Tanshugi Monastery, the holy trees there, and I was subsequently born in Willowshore not too long after.
Another resident. Courtney?
I've been here for 10 years. I came for the festival.
There's a lot of festivals in Shinmen. There's Last Long Night. There's the Reenactment Festival.
The
There's
reenactment festival.
Oh.
It's basically a never-ending party here.
Yeah.
11 years ago.
It's a college
and
dorm.
I fell in love with it. The next year I came and I stayed.
Nice. Why don't you guys just one more time go around to tell us your day job name and the name of the person you will be playing? Just one more time.
Like, my name is Kyle, and I play Violet.
Kyle plays
Yeah,
Violet.
We got there.
Kyle plays Violet.
We got there.
Yep.
Yeah.
You, as always, nailed it.
My name's Kyle, and I play Violet Wagon.
My name is Life, and I play Osu Chakruru.
Chuckaroo, I like that.
I'm Jeff, and I play Gardus Gadrunk, the Dwarven Cleric.
Gardus gets drunk.
No, Gadrunk. It's like G''DRUNK.
From a long line of good drunks.
Yeah. We're very proud people.
It's a good name. I'm Courtney. I'm playing Wilmel Numari, Foozle Woofer. She is a gnome bard.
Otherwise known as...
Ari.
Thank you.
What factions? So throughout the entirety of this campaign, you guys are kind of like representing the small backwoods town of Willowshore, and your success and failures kind of reflect theirs. So reputation is something that is diligently tracked throughout this campaign, and likewise there is a North Ridge faction and a South Bank faction. And you don't necessarily have to have close ties with either, but most people in the town do. and I'm interested to hear which way you guys lean. So just so everyone is aware, the North Ridge are industrial, kind of new age people. They kind of want to expand the urban area that is Willowshore. And South Bank is traditionalists and typically more minimal.
Yeah, I'm definitely Northridge. For sure, I want to expand the town and attract more tourism and stuff like that. So,
Courtney?
I'm more of a Northridge kind of gal, but I see both sides of things, and I don't like to choose sides. But if I had to, it would be North.
Life.
I spend all my time on the south side, but my spiritual beliefs make me think that everybody is essentially the same, and it's not worth qualifying over.
so South Bank.
Yes. South side.
Represent Kyle.
I don't think that Violet understands that there's a cultural conflict, and if somebody tried to explain it to him, I think he would think it was stupid, and so I'm going to go South Bank, but not more
So
as a
you're-
function of lifestyle than...
Yeah, and so you're more truly one of those like non-associative.
Yeah.
Like you just
Yeah.
Both of you too. It's kind
I
of like
work.
the grew up in the family kind of a thing.
Mhm.
Cool. So we will be playing as close to rules as written as we can. I've made one exception for homebrewing hero points because I want them to still feel significant. So when I hand them out, you guys will track them, and they will go from session to session to session. You will not turn them all in, and they'll go to 0 at the end. But you do not start automatically each session with one. You have to earn them. Oh, and I'll make you earn them.
I agree with that. That's a good rule.
We open on a narrow trail through the forest. The sun is very low and heavily obscured. Can I get some like rain sounds or something? Can I
Rain
get?
sounds.
Yeah, give me some music. Give me some ambiance.
Yeah. Should this be a new file?
No,
Okay.
no. We.
Quickly now.
I'm going as fast as I can.
How long has it been though?
I asked if we wanted
Like
rain.
12 seconds.
Do you want a rainforest?
That's too much.
I thought you had this ready.
Well, I didn't get a
Wow.
rainy one ready. You told me to have
You're
a
looking at
festival.
Steam Engine B.
Yeah, I know. Pretty sure we're gonna need.
It's not helping you
I
now.
think you
Kyle,
said we
we-
needed robot sound sex.
We talked about this, Kyle.
That was sex, not sets.
People said a lot of things to me, and it was happening so fast.
It's okay.
And wait, oh shoot, that's character music,
Focus.
not environmental music. I'm sorry. I put all the other ones in a separate folder.
World noises.
So, yeah. Still one audio file too.
Morning or night?
Night. Evening. Later.
Like evening rain.
Evening
right? None of
rain.
that morning bullshit.
Yeah.
Mid-morning rain.
That's too late.
I do like that window. It's kind of cold, right? Do you guys feel cold?
Yeah.
Did you guys get a little colder when that came on?
It's chilly.
Cool.
I
Turn
mean, it
it-
is just
We'll bring it
chilly
down just a little bit.
outside. Yeah, that's a little bit loud.
The sun is low, and it's heavily obscured by clouds, so it is getting dark, and it's raining heavily. We can tell by all the flora that this deluge is common for the area. And then, like, at the bottom of our screen, it says 19 years ago. And after a moment, a lone figure comes stumbling into view, heavily burdened. The abundance of her gear masks her silhouette, but a slender beak and long ebony feathers quickly give her away as a tengu, a corvid-like humanoid. Her backpack carries some pans and ladles, though otherwise it sags where the seams that once seemed to burst now hang loose in their stitching. Swaddled across her chest, this cargo is clearly full. She traveled with her head down, breaths coming in heavy wheezes. Feet ooze dark blood through sores from too many miles traveled. She carries many scars. Her shoulders sag. She stops, and her head jerks up when a voice calls out to her. I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting anyone. A kind-looking Banara stares back with growing concern. The Tengu frowns, as if confused. Osu, go grab my things, some water, a chair. The Vinar says sternly, with a hint of surprise, but also the confidence of experience. A nearby child races to comply. The Tengu smiles, ever so faintly.
I don't think there's any need for that.
She removes the weight of her backpack, though she doesn't stand any straighter.
I need someone to take my charge.
She gestures to the still bulging burden of the pack strapped to her chest.
It's already been through so much.
She goes to remove the straps at her shoulders, instead falling to a knee.
Can you check on him?
The Vinar is already there, helping the hurt Tengu with her pack, when she notices that it's filled only with a large, leathery egg. The Vinar stammers, I've never seen a Tengu egg like this. Again, we see the Tengu smile, ever so faintly, barely noticeable at all.
That is no Tengu egg.
A small Vinaran child comes stumbling out of his stone hut, balancing a pot of water and some medicines on a woven cushion.
It's already been through so much.
The Tengu repeats warily. Just then, the leathery egg gives a slight lurch in the woman's hands, and the Vinaran child drops most of what he was holding, looking at the egg with both wonder and fear. And then we fade away. And then we fade back up. And we're on a festival. And we'll see present day come up. And people are drinking sake, taking shots, screaming, partying, doing face paint, candles everywhere.
Wild.
It's still nighttime. But it's a good time. What are you guys doing at this festival? What are you guys wearing? Again, it's probably pretty casual. You know, would Ari wear a dress? Would Osu wear his ceremonial robes? What are you guys doing? What are you guys eating? Who are you guys talking to?
Ari would be wearing her explorer's clothing. As pretty much always, she needs something comfortable that she can wander around in. Doesn't want it riding up in weird places. Dresses are just too much. She would be talking to everybody. But I also think that there would be a place stationed in town with her guzheng, and she would be playing for a while.
No, you can't just say that casually. Go on. What's a? Okay, I'll bite. I'll be the one. What's a? Can I smoke it? What's a bujang?
A guzheng? It is one of my instruments. It's very large. This thing is, I think, like over 5 feet long, 64 inches long, with 26 strings. It's kind of like a harp, but
Do you like dance on it?
horizontal.
Is
Nope.
it like a?
But I have to have like a long bench that I stand on in order to play it because she's only 2'8".
Exactly half the height of the instrument.
Yeah, I can't carry that.
Quick math. What is Violet Wagon doing at this festival?
Violet is pretty introverted, so I'll definitely find the few people in the group that I'm comfortable with and spend a little time with each of them before, hoping to be done for whenever this is going to be done. I would probably find my mentor Red, who is also a hunter for the town, and spend a little time with him. I have a coworker who's got some wonderful children, and I like to chase the kids around town and pretend I'm going to eat them. That's fun. And that's probably how I spend most of my day. Check in with Osu every once in a while and sit and stare intensely at Ari's instrument while she plays music because it's a thing of magic.
And can you tell me again a little more about your lizard folk that you're playing? How big is he?
Oh yeah, so another let the dice tell the story. Lizard folk are pretty big creatures, between 6 and 7 feet tall, and I rolled for it and got 7 feet. So he's a 7 foot tall, 300 and some odd pounds.
I think you were 400
pound
pound
lizard man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hefty. He's a big one.
What's Gardus doing at the festival?
Gardus he literally has a full keg strapped to his back.
I love that.
And he has like whatever the equivalent of Dixie cups would be that he's just like filling up and handing them out, and he's telling people, he's saying, hey, go back to the booth for the boar.
They'd be little bamboo. Bamboo has the portions or partitions,
Yeah.
So you cut them, so miniature bamboo cups.
Yeah, so they're smaller cups, and he's basically like giving out samples of his ale and trying to send people back to his booth, where his father is running to sell more. And he's basically just partying. He sticks around Ari because she draws a crowd. And that's just good business.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
good joint business right there. I like that.
While she's playing, she kind of holds out her hand, expecting him to put one in it.
Oh yeah, 100%. He as soon as he sees it, like he kind of has that out of the corner of his eye, and he gracefully, as graceful as a dwarf with a head
Hands her
strap.
the bill for the tab.
No.
Not for this, no.
No, places a cup of ale in her hand. And he's also drinking a ton. Like, every once in a while, like, he just takes a swig straight from the tap.
She cheers with you.
I pictured like so you have this barrel on your back and you have this like baseball style hat with one of the tubes that just like goes straight
Yeah.
to your mouth so you can.
Yeah, and to describe Gardas a bit, he's a pretty typical dwarf, except he has a fully shaven head, but a long, flowing auburn beard. Very round, rotund, but again, hard as a rock.
Not the only one. Life.
Osu's probably hanging out with his parents, who are almost certainly selling noodles as a function of the Silver Mist Lodge. And he's helping out Yi and Usa.
Mom and Dad.
Yeah, wearing his finest ceremonial. It's words.
Robes.
Yeah. No, it's festival day, so he's going to be dressed nicely.
I like it.
Can I describe my character a little bit more? Do you mind?
We're moving on. No, please go do what
Okay.
you get it out of your
I
system.
feel like this is the moment. So
You're making it the moment.
She has pale blue skin. She has fuchsia freckles, bright green eyes with royal purple around her pupils. Her hair is very short and spiky, and it's fuchsia, but the tips are purple, and it matches her eyes.
Does she dye it or is that natural?
It's natural.
Oh, okay.
She was born with it. Her hair is untamable. It just sticks out in all different directions. And then she has a lot of tattoos. So you can see her sleeves are like pushed up right now. Her right arm, on her shoulder, there's a mountainscape and there's a river that comes down. And around the river, there's a lot of trees. And you can't really see the rest as it goes onto the back of her shoulder and her chest. On the other arm, she has a lot of like patchwork, different tattoos that kind of blend together as well.
I like the idea of it being like the tiniest canvas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just
But it's so
small.
detailed.
Right.
So detailed.
Yeah. So you're how tall again?
I am 2 foot 8 inches. 2 foot 8 inches small. And 32 pounds.
All right.
I'm a wee babe.
You guys are enjoying the festival. Is there anyone not imbibing?
I don't know that Violet would drink a lot.
I don't think Osu would drink a lot. He might have a beer.
I think Gardas would drink a lot.
Yeah, you're all. Yeah, no, I've already established.
I picture her playing like...
You already mentioned
Like-
once that you're drinking.
No, like a DJ. Like it kind of has that vibe where she's just like, she's got one hand up and she's just playing on her gujang and she's just really into it, dancing along. She's having a great time.
All right. You guys are enjoying the festivities, and then it's growing late. People start lighting lanterns. People start drinking even more. And you hear a shriek, a scream. It seems a little off in town, but it's blood-curdling. And then you hear giggling. And people start running in all directions. And then you see the first one. You can't quite tell who it is. It might be old Matsuki. You're not sure, but it's an older gentleman wearing a paper mask with 2 big eye holes and clearly wearing face paint underneath. And he lunges at a child, and they scream and giggle and run away, and he lunges at another one. And it is time for the climactic conclusion of the reenactment festival. A couple of your friends run up to you, and they bind your hands in red string. They wrap them around your wrists, and they put the end of it in one of your hands. You can simply pull this, and your bindings, your restraints will come undone. And then some of them wrestle you to the ground. Some of them have you standing up, and they roll you up in these woven reed mats. And they throw you over their shoulder. For some of you, it takes 3 or 4 villagers. For some of you, it takes a local teen. And they carry you out of the village. Everyone's laughing, having a good time. They're offering you one last final shot. They're stuffing desserts into your mouth. And you know that someone will come ransom you back in the morning. But you will be staying the night in Specterwood.
So as the commotion was approaching, since we were kind of expecting this, I want to just kind of sigh and grumble and take my keg of ale and drop it off at the booth and just kind of pick up my armor and everything.
Your father's like already there, you know. He like helps you take the keg off your back and stuff. You know, hands you a backpack with your stuff in it. You know, it's actually, though, you realize it doesn't have all of your armor and stuff in it. It has some of your weapons and stuff, but stuff you'll need to stay overnight. But it's not everything you would take if you were, you know, going to leave for an extended period of time.
Right.
Violet is very compliant during the process, like making a point to hide the teeth and squat down low and put his arms out in front of him. You know, doesn't want anybody to think they're gonna get their face bit off.
And so with nothing but your sidearms and some snacks, you guys are carried out of Willowshore and given some modicum of comfort. There's like a lean-to out there. They have some sleeping mats that they set you onto. It's more of a campsite by the time you actually get out there. And you guys, some of you a little woozy from your drink, slowly, quietly, giggling to yourselves, sharing stories, drift off to sleep, and will fade to black.